Hello everyone, welcome back to our SAP ABAP Tutorial Series. In the last class, we have created our database table and data element and domain. We also created two fields, EMP ID and EMP name. Okay, so what is a database table? Database table is a collection of fields in a row and column format. What is a data element? Data element is a technical data element will store the technical properties of the field. So here the data element is ZEMPID5, which will hold the technical properties of EMPID. Technical property is nothing but the data type and length. So where we will create this data type and length, we will create it in a domain. So we will create it in a domain. So this character type, data type and length 4 will be created in a domain, and that domain will be stored in data element. Okay. So we created two fields for our database table Z employee 1, and where we are going to create the database table, we are going to create the database table in SE11. So we will start from scratch. So this is our SE11 transaction code, and the database table we have created Z employee 1. Now we are going to create two more tables. Now we are going to create two more fields, okay, for our table. Z employee 1 is our database table. We have already created employee ID and employee name. Now we will create one more field is called age. Okay, employee age. Employee is also it cannot be it cannot be unique. Two employee has same age. It can be possible. So we will create with G age 5. Okay, if we enter, the data element is not created. We will create the data element. Yes. Create data element. Yes. So what is the short description? Data element for age. Okay. Now we will create the domain for the data element. Double click on the domain. Yes. Save it as a local object. Create the domain. Yes. Short description is domain for age. Age should be numeric. So the type is NUMC, and we can give it as length 3. Now we will activate. Save it as local object. Yes. Now back. Already the domain is created with data type NUMC, which is numeric, and length is 3. Now we will activate our data element. Activate. Yes. Now we will go back. Our third field is successfully created. Third field is age. The data element is GH5. Character type, data type is NUMC, and length is 3. We will create one more field called salary. Okay. What is the data element? Z salary 5. If we double click, yes. Create data element. Yes. Data element for salary. We will create the domain for our field. We'll give it a same name as data element. We will double click it. Yes. Save it as local object. Create the domain. Yes. Domain for salary. Salary would be NUMC numeric, and number of length is 6. Activate local object. Yes. Back. Yes, the domain is already created, NUMC and 6. We will activate our data element. Yes. Now go back. So we have successfully created 4 fields for our database table Z employee 1. What are the 4 fields? Employee ID, employee name, age, and salary. Out of these 4 fields, employee ID is a primary key field which is unique, and it cannot be blank because we have selected these two checkboxes, primary key and initial values. What are the data elements we have created? We have created ZEMP 5 for our employee ID, ZEMP name 5 for employee name, ZAge 5 for age, and G salary 5 for salary. Why we have created with Z? Because it is a database object and we are creating it. Okay, we are creating it. Why this is not start with G? Because this is the field name only. We are not creating field. We are creating employee ID, employee name, data element. We are creating data element. Okay, this is the description only. Employee ID, employee name, age, salary. Okay, we are creating data element. That is why we have started with Z. So GEMP ID 5, GMP name 5, GAs 5, Z salary 5 is our data element. We also created domain inside data element. Okay, now we will save the database table. We will check syntax. We will activate our database table. Okay, we activated it. Yes, okay, we will do that. Now we created 4 fields. Okay, we have created 4 fields for our database table. What is the first step? First step is to create a database table in SE11. Next step is to maintain the delivery and maintenance tab with delivery class A and delivery and maintenance allowed. Third step is to create fields. Okay, we created fields. Fourth step is we to create data element, and after that we created domain. Okay, in the next step, after creating fields, we will go to this tab, technical settings. This tab, we have to go to technical settings. If we select on technical settings, now here we have to define our data class and size category. So what is a data class? Data class, let's go to search help. We will see data class is nothing but a same as delivery class. In delivery class, we selected as application table. Okay, in selected as application table, which is master data and transaction data. Here also same master data and transparent table. Transparent table is nothing but, we will discuss it later, what type of tables we have and what are the tables we have. So as of now, we will select APPL0. Okay, data class is APPL0 and size category is 0. Okay, size category is 0. What are the search help for size category? We will see 0 means we can store up to 10,000 records. Okay, it's from 0 to 10,000 records. Number of records the database table can store. So as of now, we will give as 0. Okay. What are the technical settings we have to do? We have to give the data class as APPL0 and we have to give the size category as 0. After that, we will save. Okay, we will save. Now go back. After selecting technical settings, we have to go to extras. We have to go to enhancement category. Okay, extras, enhancement category, and we have to select can be enhanced deep. It means we can add or we can we can enhance the table, we can change the table, we can add some more fields, we can add some we'll see later how to enhance this table. As of now, just select the can be enhanced deep option and copy. After that, we have to save the table. Okay, and we have to activate the table. So our table is successfully created. What table we have created? We have created Z employee 1 with 4 fields: employee ID, employee name, age, and salary. So what are the steps to follow to create a database table? We have to go to SE11 transaction code. We have to create our database table Z employee 1. Okay, then we have to go to delivery class. We have to give as A as master data and transaction data. We have to select display and maintenance allowed so that we can change the fields or enter some new values to our fields. After that, we will go to fields. Okay, we will go to fields. We have to create fields. What are the fields we have created? Employee ID, employee name, age, and salary. Okay, next is we have to go to, after creating fields, we have to go to technical settings. What technical settings? We have to give data class as APPL0 and size category as 0. After that, what you have done? We have to go to extras in the menu bar. In the menu bar, we have to go to extras. Then we have to go to enhancement category. Okay, enhancement category, and we have to select can be enhanced deep. Okay, after that we have to save and activate our table. After that we have to save and activate our table. So now we have successfully created our database table. So what are the steps that we have followed to create a database table? First one is SE level. We have to give the database table name and create. Second is to give the short description of the database table. Then we have to give delivery class as a, then display maintenance allowed. Okay, in the next step we created fields, we created data elements for fields, and we created domains for our fields. After that, successfully creating fields, we have to go to technical settings, give as delivery data class as APPL 0, which is our master data table, and size category as 0. Okay, then we have to go to menu bar, extras, enhancement category, and can be enhanced deep. Okay, these are the steps you need to follow to create a database table. After creating the database table, now what we have to do? We have to enter data to our database table, because table will contains data, table will store data. So how to enter the data in our database table? So we have successfully created our database table. Now we have to enter our data in our database table. Okay, so where we can do that? We have to go to utilities, table contents, create entries. Remember, we have to go to in the menu bar, utilities, table contents, and create entries. So we will select create entries. Now data element for employee ID, data element for employee name, data element for age, data element for salary. So why we are getting this field name as data element for employee ID, data element for employee name, data element for age? Because data element will contain the technical properties of the field. If we are giving the description as data element for employee ID in our data element, then it will show as data element for employee ID. So now you know what the data element will store. It will store the technical properties of the field. So we have to change our data element description. Okay, we will double click on that. We have to change it like employee ID, so that we can see as employee ID as a field. Okay, it should be user friendly. We know why we are creating this employee ID data element. So we don't need to write it as data element for employee ID, because it will shown as it is what we are giving in the field sub description. Okay, we have to give it as employee ID, so that we will save it and we will activate it. Okay, again, now here we can see the short description of the field is employee ID. Again, we have to change the short description for employee name also. Save and activate. Again, go back. Now we can see employee ID, employee name. Again, we will change the data element short description for age. We will save. We will activate. Again, we will go back. We will change the data element short description for salary. We will save. We will activate. You need to practice to create database tables, you have to create 2-3 more database tables to get some hands-on experience and to have a clear understanding of the concept. And you will remember all the steps. You have to remember all the steps, because in some interview they will ask what are the steps to create a database table and how you are going to create a database tables. So at that time you have to explain from beginning to end. Okay, each step wise you have to explain. Now save, activate, we'll go back. Now if we enter the data, now we will see the field name as employee ID, employee name, age, salary. So data element will contains the technical properties of the field. What are the technical properties? Data type, length, and field name also. Okay, field name also. So if you want to show the end user as employee ID as a field name, then you have to write it same as it is in the employee ID data element. Okay, now we will create entries for our database table, utilities, table contents, and create entries. Now, okay, why we are getting this? Because we have not changed it. Now save. Again, we have activate. Yes. Now if we go to utilities, table contents, create entries. See, now the values are changed. What are the description of the field? Employee ID. Employee ID is 100A. Employee name is Ram. Age is 25 and salary is 20,000. Okay, we will save the record. After entering the record, we have to save the record. Again, reset 100B. Employee name is Shyam. Age is 26. Salary is 25,000. Okay, we have to save. Now again reset 100C. Employee name is as Suraj. Age is 25 or 26. Salary will be 30,000 and save. Now we'll seek table entry, save. Now we will back. We already entered the datas to our table. Now how to see the data or content in our table? We have this option contents. We called contents. If we select this option, we will get this field, and if we choose the number of entries field, how many entries we have done? 3 entries. So we are getting 3. Okay, close. We don't need to give any parameters because we do not have a large number of records. If you have thousands of records and you want to find out particular record, then you can fill these fields, because this is just a filter section. You have to filter it out which record you want to see. So we don't want to filter now. We have only 3 records. So if we execute this table, we can see the records 100A, 100B, 100C. What are the 4 fields? Employee ID, employee name, age, salary. How many records we have entered? 3 records, 100A, 100B and 100C. Okay. If we want to create one more record, have you remembered we have selected display and maintenance allowed, right? We have selected in the display and maintenance allowed in the second step. With that option, we can create the record here. Okay. If we have not selected that option, then we cannot create a record here. Now, if we want to create a record, again, we can create here. Employee ID is 100D. Employee name is Sam. Age is 30 and salary is let's say 40,000. Okay, now save. Again we will go back. See, we are getting one more record as in our database table. So we have to select display and maintenance allowed, so that we can maintenance allowed, we can create entries. So this option is for create entries. This one is for change. If we want to change anything from the database table, if we want to change anything, suppose we want to change 100A to 100E, then we can change it with help of this option. We will see that how to do that. Okay. Okay, we have to select any entry. Okay, I want to select this record and I want to change this. So I will select that one. I will change the name from Rama to Ramu. Okay, I will change the name from Rama to Ramu. We will save it. We'll see. Okay, now we'll go. See, the name is changed, Rama to Ramu. Okay, this option is for display. I want to display any record from here. Then I can select and I can display. I will get the result from the database table. Okay, now this is for ascending order. If I select ascending order, uh, suppose I want to ascend the order based on salary. I will select and ascend. Okay, ascending order is nothing but from uh, bottom to top. Okay, bottom to top, or maybe from 1 to 100 is kind of from less number to high number. So 20,000 to 40,000 we are ascending. If I select salary, and we can select as descending, means maximum to minimum. Okay, maximum to minimum, and this is descending and this is ascending. Ascending is nothing but minimum to maximum. Okay, minimum to maximum. And this one is for choose. I can choose anything, any record from this table. So what we have learned in this class, we have learned that how to create database table, how to create domain, how to create data element, how to do entries to our database table, and what are the options we are getting, so that we can change, or we can add, or we can ascend or descend with our database tables. Okay. If you have any queries, then you can comment in the below section in the video. I will try to help you. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe my YouTube channel.